Wanna see him scooting? I knew you were gonna do that.
Are you done?
Nope. Oh yeah, I am done. Yeah.
It's on! Hello, everyone.
I don't know how, but I'll win this Vespa somehow.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome finish now? Okay.
To the June 21st edition of Disney Parks Talk Live, the show in which we talk about the week in Disney park news. I am ultra sad today because my wife is still not here. She was here she was out of town last week. This week she's in town and a little under the weather, and so I'm bummed, but whatever.
Well, she favors Mike then, because I'm pretty sure Star Wars headlines went without a fly.
Well, without her, there would have been no Star Wars headlines. Without her here, life finds a way. So my name is Doobie. I am the co-founder of Laughing Place. Thank you, Tony. The man over there is our person in charge of Star Wars and West Coast theme parks here. His name is Bigfoot. How you doing, Mike?
Hello.
And the guy over there, our vice president in charge of Animal Facts, Tony Betty. How you doing, TB?
My grandfather calls me that. That's woo. I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Okay, I won't call you TB.
I'm filling in for another vice president, aren't I?
Yes, Jeremiah actually is going to be going live from Busch Garden in Tampa in an hour, so he's not available here, but stay tuned right after the show. If you missed Jeremiah that much, first of all, get your head examined. Second, he'll be here and we will walk around Busch Garden with him. But we are here.
You'll still hear me chatting too for that one.
I thought I was doing that one.
Oh, I got a message earlier saying, "Can you do it?"
Lee asked me if I could do it. I said, sure. Oh, see? All right, we'll fight about that later.
Okay.
That's fine. You can do it. Now I'm all thrown off. Can you give us your first fact, Tony? Your first giraffe fact?
Oh, well, why are we talking about giraffe facts, though, Doobie?
We'll get there. I just want a fact.
Oh, okay. Baby giraffes are born between 5 and 6 feet tall, so they're able to reach their mother.
So you know how life works from evolution. So at some point they were just poor giraffe were like just not quite reaching, and that's really sad. All right.
Can somebody please grab a GIF of what he just did? Thank you. That's all.
So if you call them GIFs, you're dead to me. They're GIFs. Graphic interchange.
Yeah, GIFs is a peanut butter.
Thank you.
But the creator of the graphic interchange format said it's pronounced like the peanut butter.
You can still be wrong.
Okay.
Graphic interchange format. Oh, wait. Someone say your name again. I was late joining. Oh, I'm glad you care. My name is Doobie. Up there is Tony Betty, TB. And over there is Mike Celestino.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I missed something in my vacation.
Yeah.
Why is it Celestino now, or have we just been pronouncing it wrong for over a year?
My family's been pronouncing it wrong for like a century, but Doobie corrected that.
Okay. I said Celestino, and he said that's actually the proper Italian pronunciation. So I feel like I'd like to honor his heritage, and plus Luca came out on Friday, so let's stick with Celestino.
Sounds good.
All right, so let's go, Mike. Yes,
I'm just sorry that Tony's nickname is now the abbreviation for a pulmonary disease.
Yep, that's true. At least you abbreviate it. I used to work at a location where they would just call me that disease on the radio, and that's how we knew they were addressing me.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm sorry. I'm actually trying to do something here. Our big story is goodness. What is wrong with my computer? Our big story. Are you guys see now? I'm all frozen. Man,
you don't look frozen to me.
Okay, so my computer is whack, but
now you get to sing.
You guys can see me. The big story is the return of fireworks on both coasts as Disney inches closer to normal life. Finally, here we go. So let me show this. And how about you, TB? You want to talk about this story? What's coming?
Fireworks. The skies that have been empty over Lake Buena Vista for almost a year now will ignite the light again with Happily Ever After and Epcot Forever at Epcot starting July 1st.
And so Happily Epcot Forever is the show that played following Illuminations. It's kind of the stopgap show before Harmonious, right?
Yep. Yeah. It came out October 2019, and it was our understanding it was only going to be there for a little bit of time before Harmonious debuted. And everybody, they never officially said when, but everybody kind of suspected it would be the exact date the following year. Obviously, that didn't happen. And Harmonious has been completely installed, and I know I was a little surprised. I don't know about everybody else that Epcot Forever was the one that came back, and they didn't just wait for the debut of Harmonious. So,
yeah, I'm a little surprised too. But one would assume, perhaps
as an Epcot fan, I'm very grateful because that soundtrack up until a point is amazing. But
one would assume that around the anniversary, then they'll just make Harmonious a part of the 50th
that would
anniversary.
Be my guess. Yes, it's almost like they already have something just sitting ready to go at Epcot, and they're waiting for October.
And at least I know Epcot Forever was disappointing to a lot of people. The one part everybody loved with those awesome kites. So it's nice to know that they'll be back on the lagoon pretty soon.
But they won't. Roll it. Oh, we have no clip?
No.
Okay. Got to get some clips. No, but because of the installation of Harmonious and all those giant Taco
would
wedges.
The clip have just been no kites?
I have a picture.
Or that would have done just fine.
Okay.
It's an empty sky. That's what it would be.
Okay.
Yeah. Picture this without this part, and that's what'll be coming.
Yes, if you go to laughingplace.com, we have plenty of Harmonious photo updates, so you'll see what the World Showcase Lagoon is filled with now, and those are permanently installed. And driving jet skis around with those kites behind it would be a little tactical and rife for some kind of opportunity to ruin the show. So they just scrapped the kites altogether. But in lieu of it, they said they would be adding more pyro. So more fireworks to that show.
Keep talking, Tony. I've almost got it.
So maybe that's what we saw them testing. A lot of people thought it might have been Harmonious testing. Who knows what they're adding to the show in lieu of the kites. But it looks like that might have been what they were testing.
There's that kite footage you're referring to.
It's beautiful kite footage.
Yeah.
And they played it during Magic Journeys and the Soarin' score. And right there where it had all the 5 sparklers off of it, that was during Golden Dream from the American Adventure. Epcot Forever was really like the kiss goodbye to old Epcot, with like the soundtracks from the 80s and the early 90s and everything like that, and until one point where it comes to a screeching halt and they insert a whole new world just to get some characters in there, I guess.
And then, of course, at Disneyland, fireworks are going to return like everything in California. It's not quite as soon as in Florida, but Mike, do you have the info on that?
Well, I know that Mickey's Mix Magic is coming back July 4th for Independence Day.
Yes, usually a quieter day at the park, so that makes sense to bring that back on the 4th of July. Are you looking forward to it, Celestino?
I am. I like Mickey's Mix Magic. I thought that was a lot of fun.
Apparently it features projections, lasers, and lighting, transforming Main Street.
Sith Lords come to the top of the Emporium and
I feel like that song has been stuck in my head since I first saw Mickey's Mix Magic, and it has.
How does it go? I don't know that song. How's it go?
I don't know the lyrics. I just know the melody.
It's time to play the music.
No, it's not
that's where I
quite
thought he was
Muppet Show.
going to, but
it's not quite the Muppet Show.
That would be great, Gio. Just one time you're out there to watch the show, and it's just now it's harmonious.
You know, I almost wish they would do that. That way, there's not like some crazy crowd that shows up, or just because if they did it quietly, nobody would expect it, and then they kept running it. I was honestly expecting them to do that with the Ratatouille ride. Just one day the walls are down and it's open, but nope.
How do we know they're not on July 1st going to actually have harmonious? Wouldn't that be interesting?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Better be there,
That's
Tony.
speculation. That's speculation from laughingplace.com. That is not
That's
an
even
official
speculation. That's just saying. I don't think they will. Otherwise,
Wouldn't it if this is nothing official? That's basically what I'm saying.
All right, and so that's again a part of the parks getting back to normal pre-COVID life. One other thing happened over the past week or so, and this was a surprise. Jeremiah got to the parks one day and realized he actually had some cast members smiling back at him. So
Jeremiah?
Yeah,
I thought everybody kind of going.
I think once they realized that people could see their smile, they just wanted to show it off to whoever they could.
Okay, that's fair.
Take into account. So
9 out of 10 dentists recommended it too. So show off those pearly whites.
Show off your age.
Look at the youngest of us.
How old are you?
36.
Celestino?
41.
Okay, fine, you are. Wow, we're representing 3 different decades of life here. That's beautiful. I'm now 50. We are all old. Cast members no longer have to mask at Walt Disney World if they are outdoor cast members. If they're outdoors, I think that's more key than where they normally work. If they are indoors, they do still need to mask. Of course, this applies to vaccinated only. That's yet another big step. California, of course, behind the times. No changes there as of yet in terms of their masking policy. All cast members are still masking. Tony, have you been able to get to the park and see any unmasked cast members?
No, because even with my top tier annual pass, I still have to find an open reservation.
How about at Universal? Have they switched their policy?
I'm going to say no, because actually I was there the other day doing a little shopping, and the girl helping us out was masked, and that was really my only interaction with a team member over there.
Well, indoors is still.
But that was indoors, though, yeah. So.
Yeah. So I just want to show this is what a cast member looks like without a mask. So if we were wondering, they don't all look like this one. This is one particular one in Galaxy's Edge.
Copyright Disney.
Yes, it's Disney's photo. And then further evidence that life is getting back to normal. Single rider line has returned to some attractions at Walt Disney World, including Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run.
So if you're ready to be engineer by yourself, have fun.
And Mike, is the lack of a long line possibility enough to get you back on Smuggler's Run?
Oh yeah, I would jump on that if there's not much of a wait.
Are you a fan of that one, Tony?
Actually, that one's growing on me. Yeah, before I was like, really? This is what we've opened with? A big video game chair? But I think it actually helped too with the pandemic, unfortunately, because it was pods with people you knew, so you weren't getting assigned like 2 strangers to ride with you who just thought it was Star Tours 2 or 3, because technically it's Star Tours 2 already. And they just kind of sit there not doing anything. So, and you like, it's fun to yell at your friends and be like, you got to push it. Pull the part. Pull the thing. Like you.
That
like,
is undeniably the best part of that ride is yelling at your friends.
Yes.
I can yell at my friends anywhere. Why should I wait in line to do it at Disney?
Because it's funner.
I'm not a fan of that attraction. My wife loves it to death. I am a huge fan of Ride the Resistance, which my wife is not a big fan of. I know Mike Celestino, you're a huge fan of Ride the Resistance, right, Mike?
Oh, yeah. I think it's very impressive.
That's what I thought. All right. Also coming to Disney Spring. How about you, Tony? The ride, the attraction.
The attraction is good.
Top notch.
It's up there.
Is there someone behind you, Tony?
I'm entertaining.
I beg to differ. Also,
I saw that coming a mile away.
Nothing if not predictable.
Yes.
A new ice cream place is coming to Disney Springs, and that would be Salt and Straw, currently at the Disneyland Resort. And just today, breaking news, they announced that they have a location coming to Disney Springs next year, 2022. Did they announce where it's going, Tony?
Disney Springs. A lot of us speculate that it is going to occupy a spot that was going to be filled by Ample Hills, which was at Boardwalk, and then getting their own Disney Springs location. But the Boardwalk one did not make it through last year, and the Disney Springs one got canceled. So we're pretty sure Salt and Straw is going to occupy that spot.
Speaking of Ample Hills, there is a really, really good podcast done by the actual founders talking about why they went from here and just totally failed in such a short time after such a fast start. And a lot of Disney interest there because the fact that they were going into Disney Springs played a part in it. The fact that Bob Iger was such a proponent of theirs really plays into it. It's just a fascinating story with a Disney angle to it. So recommend it.
You always rag on me for loving things that were going to be one thing. Like you say, I always hate things because of what they aren't.
Right.
And I feel like I would just love that podcast then. So
it is called As the Ice Cream Churns. Check it out. Tell them Doobie sent you because why not? Speaking of which,
I don't know about. Okay, hint water.
Show my hint water here, but it's way over there. I can't reach it. Let's see. Am I missing anything, Tony? I feel like there's something you wanted to talk about regarding Disney World.
Well, is it a new animal, Animal Kingdom, Doobie?
I don't even think I kept that on the list. I thought that was such a non-story, but
no, it's still there.
Is it?
If it wasn't still there, I wouldn't have got fresh animal facts from the Harambe Wildlife Reserve.
There it is. Talk about the new animal, whatever you know about it, while I show it.
Did you know that baby giraffes can walk within the first hour of their birth? There it is.
There it is. What's his name?
He does not have one.
It seems pretty cruel. What kind of giraffe is it?
A Maasai giraffe.
Is he out
His
on the
mom's
savannah?
name is Lily.
Is he on the savannah?
Yes. Yes? No.
I don't.
No, he's not. Sorry. Lily and her baby will spend time backstage bonding.
This thing weighed 183 pounds and was 6 feet tall when it was born. That's beautiful. Do you have any other facts you need to share?
The mother gives birth to that calf of that size while standing up. And they weigh between 100 and 150 pounds at birth. So that one was bigger. That was a big fella.
I think in the back of my mind, I'm hoping Rebecca is watching and will come on out of mercy.
Hey, a baby giraffe will stay with their mother between 18 and 24 months after birth, unlike humans, where it's 18 and 24 years.
How long did you live at home, Tony?
The short answer is till I was 19.
That's fair.
That's the short answer.
Yeah, I probably have a similarly complicated one, but I moved out when I was 18, and I think twice after that for brief periods.
Okay, so no extended stays once you left for college.
Yeah.
Oh, like once you left for college, you didn't go back?
I had to have surgery as an adult, and I went to live with my mom for a while for that. But mostly when I was 18.
Yeah, once I left college, there was no going back. Sorry. That was my bar. I can't go home again.
That's good. That's wonderful. I applaud that. I'm kicking my son out at 18 years old in 0 days. Well, 1 day. Let him enjoy his birthday.
Wow, the clock's ticking.
And he may not come back.
Gideon, start applying for jobs now.
So I'm gonna, yeah, he's known that for a long time.
Females will stay closer to their mother in terms of giraffes. And the males will go form bachelor groups.
Quite something like this one right here.
I just threw it away.
Wait, Mike and I are married. What am I talking about? That was a mistake. Male groups, not bachelor groups. My mom just left. She was staying with us while my wife was out of town. We love
Miss Sonia in Lake Buena Vista, by the way.
I talk to my mom once or twice a month. My sister talks to her every single day. So giraffes and some people. Have you been to Magic Kingdom lately, Tony?
No.
So you have not had a chance to get a look at the Tron construction, which is just...
Oh, just because I don't go in the park doesn't mean I don't go behind the park to go look at it.
Oh, of course. That is
you don't let me in the front door, I'll find another way.
Well, tell us about it.
Top tier annual pass. Construction is continuing on the Tron Light Cycle /run coming to Magic Kingdom. anybody who's been following it might recall a few months ago, they sealed up the parts of the coaster that go inside the building and outside of it at one point. They've locked those up. And not just like with a storm door or anything like that. They've plastered a wall. So a lot of us, I know Jeremiah was one of them, basically thought this whole thing was going to come to a standstill and we probably wouldn't see anything for years. That changed. The holes are now reopened, and I guess they're working on the inside, so we might start seeing more development soon. And it looks like that canopy, they're starting to add the glass components to it as well. So it looks like the one in Shanghai. Do we have a picture? Do we have a clip?
Nope, just these
no
pictures.
No clip. Okay. But yeah, so if you look at the Shanghai one, that if you scroll back up again, that entire almost net looking rig right there is covered in glass. So eventually that will be a shade of blue glass that is not there yet, but it's coming. It's starting to.
Got a deal, Donna. Okay, so as I'm scrolling through it, thank you, by the way. That was a great description of what's going on at Tron Construction. Usually we just show a couple of pictures, but I feel like Tony did his homework and was prepared, and I'm quite impressed by that. But what really threw me off,
sarcasm or not?
It was not sarcasm. Is this what I think it is?
That's a diamond ring from Pandora for dogs.
And is that doggy nail? Oh, that's a ring on the dog?
I don't know. I was just making that up. Improv, Doobie. Come on.
Well, no, but that is a dog, right?
Yes.
I don't feel like this.
Or a werewolf. One of the two.
Oh, what a disappointment.
Do you have a werewolf on your shirt, Mike?
No, but there's other cryptids on the back.
Are there? Can you show us?
Yeah, hang on.
What
Nice.
are they?
Is that Cthulhu or just like a sea serpent?
I'm not sure. I can't see it.
Kind of worm. Oh, Gio, I'm looking at the comments. Gio says he thought it was a doggy ring pop. That might be what it is.
Like when they lick it? Like the kinds you used to buy in like a lolly ring pop thing?
Excuse me, used to?
Are you a big believer in cryptozoology, Mike?
I was really fascinated by it when I was a kid, but not so much anymore.
I'm not even. Was that one of those creatures right there?
I don't know what that was.
That sounded like the
I don't know.
I blanked on the name of the
I
Mexican
don't even know if that
goat
was in
sucker.
my house, but I heard it. Chupacabra?
Chupacabra, yeah, there we go.
I mean, what? No. I don't know these things.
Are you a believer in the jackalope, Tony?
Is that the one from Pixar's Boundin'?
I just know it from like ASV.
Oh,
America's Funniest Home Videos? Oh, I don't know. Is it a jackalope in Boundin'? I'm going to look that up now.
Well, I have a question for you now. You have to focus.
Okay.
Focus. Mobile checkout at World of Disney. Have you tried mobile checkout anywhere? Because this just seems like some kind of weird voodoo magic.
I honestly haven't tried it for that reason. I feel like once they have my information, they make the doll and they say, spend money, spend money, spend money, voodoo magic. No, I haven't actually tried it. I know, Mike C., you tried it in California, right?
Yeah, some months ago at World of Disney, downtown Disney location.
I have a hunch it would be the same way. Go ahead, Mike.
So can you talk about it? Like, how's it work?
So you boot up your app on your phone, you scan the item, you pay using your credit card on the app, then you visit the friendly cast member at the exit, show them your receipt on your phone, and they give you a little sticker, I think, in my recollection, and then you're on your way.
Is there like a table where you go scan everything like at a grocery store self-checkout, or you just scan it as you put it in your basket?
Now you scan it with your phone. So it's all in app.
So you just do it as you go.
Yeah, then they just want to make sure at the exit that you paid before you leave.
I feel like grocery stores should do it that way. Why am I doing everything at the front? Why can't I just scan it as I put it in my basket and then just pay and walk out at the end? That seems much more efficient.
I feel like you might end up getting too many things for them to really account for everything.
If they can trust me, I'm honest. I'm not there to steal anything.
The honor system, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it would be more that.
Mike's the one with the 5-finger discount.
That right there. Celestino's 5.
Stealing the lira. All right, so that's
For the
mobile
record,
check-in.
Bounding was a jackalope.
It was.
Yeah.
Now, did they get that from AFV though, or did they both get it from some
I don't know.
common ancestor? Can you do some jackalope research?
I
real
want to
quick?
say that you're thinking of America's Funniest People, Doobie, not America's Funniest Home Videos.
Is that the Dave Coulier one?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what Doobie is referencing.
You are correct. You are correct. And I have no recollection of this show. I've never heard of it that I can remember, but you're correct. So apparently I did.
You know how every now and then somebody says something that you haven't thought of in over 20 years? That just happened.
What's his name? Dave Coolio?
Yes, Dave Coolio. He took us on a fantastic voyage to some funny people.
Yeah, the jackalope. Okay, sorry. We never get sidetracked on this show. Becca,
I think
where are you?
his co-host was Arlene Sorkin of Batman the Animated Series fame.
You could be right. He certainly had a co-host.
We got dead.
Was
air.
it not Tawny Katane? Oh no, Arlene Sorkin. There she is. Maybe he had more than one. But yeah, Arlene Sorkin. Is she related to the Sorkin who's a director or a writer or something?
He's a writer.
Good question. I don't know.
How many Sorkins in Hollywood can there possibly
Yeah.
be? I feel like she must be. Anyway, Indiana Jones at Disneyland, back over to the West Coast. Whew. Tony, to your disappointment, virtual queue is no longer there.
Yes, to my disappointment.
It is. Oh, she's married to Christopher Lloyd. Didn't see
For
that
those of you
guy.
just tuning in, this is Disney Parks Talk Live, where we talk about folks related to Arlene Sorkin from the 90s classic television show, America's Funniest People, hosted by Dave Coulier and a jackalope.
They have 2 children. They've been married since 22. Oh, not the Christopher Lloyd.
Oh.
Back to the Future fame, the Christopher Lloyd who produced Frasier.
Frasier,
Modern
producer
Family,
Christopher
yeah.
Lloyd.
He did
Every
Modern
time-
Family also, right?
Back when I would watch Frasier, I would see Christopher Lloyd in the credits and assume that it was the Christopher
Sure.
Lloyd of
Who
Doc
didn't?
Brown fame. But no.
That
See,
was-
I like that you guys say Doc Brown fame. I would say Judge Doom fame, but
I mean,
Anyone
that too.
who has seen television would say of Taxi fame,
Taxi.
but you guys are so young.
that goes back to that whole the 10 years apart thing, doesn't it?
Don't appreciate Reverend Jim, one of the most iconic characters in the history of television. All right, what were we talking about? Virtual queue at Indiana Jones. It was there for a while because the queue was just getting out of hand, spilling over into the Jungle Cruise and everything. But as of June 15th, it is no more. You now can spend your normal day waiting for a ride, and Tony is happy, except for India's
Goodbye.
completely down in Disneyland, as always.
What a shock.
Yeah. I don't even frequent there like I do here, and I'm like, stunner.
It's one of their newer rides, you know. Okay, it takes time for things to get stable. It's only been 27
Pushing
years.
30, yeah.
I wonder if someone has done the I would like to see the math on the percentage of time that ride has been operating since it's been operating.
I think I've said the same thing about Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah, that's probably true too. Although I hear that's running smoother these days.
It's both coasts actually, yeah.
You know, I've heard that they sometimes run it without the ITS. I don't know under which condition they do that, but I feel like that is not okay.
I did that at the cast previews when the parks first reopened last July, and it's a really dank blue hallway that I can't imagine they actually use because it's literally, petrified forest, almost a desert, petrified forest environment of Batu into hangar bay of Star Destroyer. There's no transition whatsoever.
Is that where
So
you
I
end up
don't-
at the hangar bay?
Is that what it is?
No. If you bypass ITS, you still enjoy the hangar bay. Okay.
You walk right in there. So if you come off the ITS and there's the little vehicle right there, do you know what I'm talking about? Right there on the left, the hallway comes out behind that.
Okay.
So you'll walk right into that spot.
I would be so, I'm not the kind of person to cause trouble. I just keep my mouth shut and go about my business. But if I were to get a virtual queue for Rise Resistance and then they sent me around the ITS, I would not be happy. That is an essential part of that attraction, don't you think, Mike?
Oh, well, the doors open to reveal that hangar. That's probably the best part of the whole thing.
Exactly. Yeah, especially and part of that is the fact that you went in and came out the same door.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
And then when the guy greets you and you're shut up, Tony, just get that smug face out of here.
I want to address Donna's question here about actors with the same name, because in the Screen Actors Guild you'd have to add an initial or whatever to differentiate. But one is a producer and one is an actor with Christopher Lloyd, so they don't need to be different.
I feel like all of Hollywood should just have that rule.
Sure.
So, especially Christopher Lloyd. I mean, they're both. And what is he referring to? Oh, Rise is boarding 138 to 162 currently in Disneyland. 143.
And that's with a 3-hour time difference too.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, that's it. And same. Not sure, but I like the way they put it. All right. And speaking of not sure, but Mike, can you tell us about the latest edition of Who's the Boss Gear podcast? I feel like in a way it relates to Disney theme parks, and I'm curious, what is it?
I was just telling your wife, Rebecca, about this on Omega Mondays, our Star Wars talk show, about how this was one of my most favorite recent episodes of Who's the Boss, because you, Doobie Bosley, came by for an hour and we chatted about Star Tours, the Disney Parks attraction in all its iterations, and our thoughts on the ride, its history, favorite Easter eggs. What else did we chat about, Doobie?
Glengarry Glen Ross.
Yeah, we touched on both of our lack of knowledge of Glengarry Glen Ross.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
And you can find that on Twitter or wherever you get your podcasts. It's called Who's the Bosk, BOSSK. It's a Star Wars podcast from laughingplace.com.
I have a question. It might be answered in the podcast. What's up with that timeline for Star Tours?
Oh, we do talk about that. And the conclusion was, as long as it's a fun ride, it doesn't matter.
Avengers Campus rules.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, GMA seems to have details tomorrow about the 50th. Anyone hear about this, or is this just coming out? Gio, tell us more. Do our job.
Yeah,
for us.
let's. Yeah, please, Gio. I've been knee deep in Luca all day. The movie from Pixar Animation Studios.
Will there be some reference to the second floor on tonight's show?
The second floor.
My name is Luca. I live on the second floor. I live upstairs from you.
I'm going to say no.
Wow. Mike, do you know this song?
It sounds very familiar.
Suzanne Vega, probably late 80s. It's about a child abuse.
Oh, terrific. Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about that on the lighthearted Laughing Place Movie Club with Luca tonight, 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern.
Oh, Gio retweeting it, be a few. I'm trying to search. This is actually mattered.
Will both of you be joining me out here for the 50th?
Thank you, Becky. Your 80s are showing. Someone knows this song. I don't. Becky, by the way, I should mention, this is Becky Mankin of Mouse Fan Travel, our travel partner here at Laughing Place. I recommend them extremely highly for all your Disney travel. Becky just got back from going on a legit cruise, a Royal Caribbean cruise. And are you doing a stream or a talk somewhere about that, Becky? Let us know in the chat. I would love to hear your experiences, not just through the written word. Or as Michael Jackson would say, not only see, but hear. So if you're going to be talking about this someplace, let us know. I'd like to check that out.
I need you to do that
if you're not,
in the proper. No, I need you to do that in the proper Captain EO dance motion about seeing and hearing. Doobie, go ahead, please.
Nope. I'm done. As much as you get.
It was that, if I remember right. Not C.
But here. Captain EO, underrated.
I remember when it came back, I flew to California just for that, and then it opened in Epcot too. Oops. It was a fun trip, though.
You guys talk to them yourselves. Make it interesting. I'm just trying to search for this GMA thing.
Mike, are you going to the 4th at Disneyland
I will be at Disneyland on July 4th.
for Mickey's Mixed Magic?
Yes, but not for Laughing Place.
Oh,
Ironically.
okay. Oh,
These are
Doobie's
tickets we
upset.
purchased on our own.
Okay,
My
as long
wife
as-
and I are going.
As long as you're not going for someone else.
No, not for a competing Disney blog either.
I am. I know we have 2 guys out here, Mac and Jeremiah, who will be doing stuff from the Magic Kingdom Happily Ever After and Epcot Forever, and I am in talks with our CEO on how we are presenting that. So I'm excited. Stay tuned for July 1st.
Negotiations.
Yes.
Becky, it was the first cruise, and it was amazing. She has not scheduled a place to talk about it. And Becky will be at Disneyland on the 4th of July. Becky is living large.
I'm very interested to see what Disneyland is like on the 4th of July this year. Previously, we've gone in the past, and we enjoyed having the run of the park because everybody, meaning most of the annual pass holders, are camping out on Main Street waiting for the fireworks, so you just like walk on any other attractions you want to do. But as you guys know, no longer are there annual passes at Disneyland, so I imagine it's going to be very different this year.
Are the capacity limits lifted out there yet? No.
Not at the parks. I mean,
Okay.
in general they are, but not at the parks. Disney has not lifted. I have no idea what the law is, but Disney has not lifted. You see, that's funny you say that. Whenever I've gone to the parks on the 4th of July, they are packed, and they still packed all day long. Granted, I haven't been in like the last few years. So maybe
I remember, probably like 3 or 4 years ago, we went on the 4th, and I remember taking a picture of like the Haunted Mansion queue, that exterior queue, and there's just like nobody in it at like 2 p.m. Like,
okay,
what's going on?
With the annual pass holder situation just got worse and got different and different as time went on.
Yeah.
So maybe when I used to go, 15 years ago, it was different than it became, where APs just staked out their spot all day.
Yeah.
But certainly Main Street was packed on the 4th of July come nighttime trying to
Yes.
see the fireworks. So it will be interesting. Looking forward to your not reporting for us there.
Well, I'm happy to talk about it afterward.
Okay. Keep an eye on Random. I mean, maybe you can talk to us there and it's okay. Not sure. See, and now I see what Gio's talking about. So Disney Parks did post that the world's most magical celebration. Tune in tomorrow to Good Morning America and the Disney Parks blog for more on the magic ahead for Disney World 50. So I'm sure that will be on GMA early tomorrow and on LP about 1 minute later. So skip the GMA step and check our website tomorrow morning to see.
Yes, I'm going to bed right after Luca tonight. So
what the new announcements are. I'm sure Tony would do a fabo job putting that up.
Fabo.
SeaWorld, Mike Celestino. What was it like?
Yes, I went to SeaWorld this past Thursday. It was my first time there since, I guess, more of the attractions had opened up. Previously, it was just like one roller coaster and a couple other minor things like the kiddie rides and stuff. But now, this time I did the Shipwreck Rapids, which I hadn't done in a very long time. I went on the Bayside Sky Ride. I put up videos of both of those. And I also did the Manta roller coaster, which was not open last time, but they wouldn't let me record with my GoPro on there, so I didn't get video of that.
That's like a launch coaster, right?
Yes,
Yep.
It is.
Our
but
Manta
yeah.
is a flying coaster, so you're like flying.
Okay. I also did. I stuck around till close because they were doing the Electric Ocean nighttime, summertime celebration thing, which is all fun lights and neon stuff and DJ and a band and cool things like that. So I took pics and video of that as well. We did a nice long live stream from there in the evening.
What was the DJ's name?
I did not catch that.
Oh, I was hoping it would be like some kind of SeaWorld animal sea life pun.
Well, the name of the area is like DJ Sea Glow or something.
Okay.
I don't know if they gave the DJ a name, or if they did, I didn't hear it.
This looks like so much fun.
I like this. I'm also kind of scared of it.
You've got to be a little bit scared, or
I
it's no fun.
yeah.
Does it
When I
sway pretty
jumped.
good?
Does it sway? Not too bad. It wasn't too windy, but like when I jumped on this ride, I was like, "Oh, this will be fine. I'm fine with this now." Previously, I've been a little scared of it, and then by the time we got to that first tower, I was like grabbing on the metal pole, like with one hand with on the GoPro. Also.
Mike, have you done? Haven't been out here for the Skyliner yet, have you?
I have not done the Skyliner.
Okay.
Skyliner
I'm
is nothing
excited to see
compared to
that
this.
later this year when you come visit.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll all go on as a group, right, on the
Yes.
Skyliner.
Yes.
These things are much scarier than the Skyliner for one reason alone: earthquakes. So, but I still love them.
I'm really glad my other half is not watching this right now because she's terrified to go to parks in California just for that off chance of that happening. So
Well,
thank you for saying that, Doobie.
I will say that one, the Bayside Skyride is over the bay. So if I mean, this is constantly running through my head. But if it were to collapse, you would fall in the water, and
So you
likely
have a-
survive. I think.
So
Luckily,
there's
and that one's open air too. It's not like the Skyliners here where it's enclosed.
Yeah.
I feel like the fact that it's over water just means instead of dying from the fall, you might die from the fall. You might drown. But either way, you're not walking again.
Where's that shirt? Thank you, Doobie. Either way, you're not walking again.
Let's see. The last thing I should never say the last thing because then if someone's not interested, they're just going to tune out now. The next thing I wanted to cover was the reopening of Disneyland Paris, which means on June 17th was a really exciting day. Here, pop quiz for our two vice presidents. Tony, you're not a vice president, are you?
You just said I was.
Pop
Don't
quiz
ask me what it was of, but it was something. Oh, animal facts.
Animal fact. Pop quiz for our two vice presidents. What important thing happened on June 17th other than the opening of Disneyland Paris?
I should know this. I was that the anniversary of Atlantis?
I was trying to keep it within the theme park realm. We have a show here that we do.
Was that the anniversary of Atlantis where we almost got a submarine attraction based on it?
It was the first time since the beginning of this situation that all Disney theme parks, not including water parks, were open around the world.
All right. That's why I didn't commit it to memory because that's wrong. But go ahead. Continue.
So-
Wait, why is it wrong?
Typhoon Lagoon's not open yet, the Disney water park.
He said not including water
Now,
parks.
yes, he caught himself. That's why I was
Yes.
like, because people are saying all Disney parks are open now.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
This headline does not have that caveat, but no one cares about water parks in that way. So
Clearly, that's why my top tier annual pass only gets me into one of the two right now, because nobody cares enough to say anything.
17. Well, it gets you into all the open ones. How about that? 17
With
months.
the reservation.
17 months, not for the water park.
That's true.
17 months. That is an ugly picture. Okay, vice president in charge of animal facts. Look at that thing. It's freaky.
It looks like the dog is bursting out of your chest like an alien.
Yes, it does.
It's a chest firster
What?
instead of chest burster.
F-U-R, I got
Yes.
it. I got it.
So yeah, all the parks now are open around the world. Shanghai, Hong Kong, Paris, Tokyo, California, Florida, Australia, New Zealand, Antarctica, and India and Greenland. All the Disney resorts around the world are now open. The last one to open was Disneyland Paris on June 17th. We have a lot of articles there because we actually have a reporter in Paris covering this for us. One Edith, who you may know from Disney Trivia Live. We recruited her to do some work for us in Paris, and was already going. Some great.
Why do you make it
articles.
sound like she joined our Laughing Place cult?
She has.
Okay,
You write an article, you're in the cult.
got it. All right.
That's all it takes. Plus, she's in trivia all the time. She was in the cult already.
Did she get her copy of Doobie-netics?
She gets the live version every Tuesday and Saturday at 7:30 p.m.
But yes, thank you, Edith. No, seriously, sincerely, thank you, Edith.
So, and then today, the whole Dateline stuff, I don't know, but today, Art of Marvel opened in Disneyland Paris as well. So we're looking for more stuff coming from that. We already have the video, the information Disney has put out on our website. So it's just really exciting. That's a brand new hotel. That all this stuff is. It's happening. It's happening. What are you doing this for, Tony?
Because you said brand new hotel. It's Disney's Hotel New York, but rethemed to the Art of Marvel.
That makes it new.
I wouldn't say brand new.
The Ratatouille ride is just an area of Epcot, but rethemed to.
Well, I would say that's new.
Okay, so is this. Everything is rethemed. Something was always there
it wasn't
before.
Rethemed; it was added on.
Something was always
But the
there
ride
before.
existed before.
That's true.
Paris.
I'll give you that. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a brand new attraction.
Yeah, even like Disneyland, that's just a bunch of orange groves rethemed to a theme park.
All the molecules that make up all of the Disney parks have all existed.
That's
for
true. A
millions
lot of the
years.
trees were kept, so it's not entirely new.
Tony, even you yourself, TB, are just rethemed
Versions of my parents.
reproductive parts. I'm not going to.
Okay.
This is why my wife doesn't let me go on the air without her. And speaking of hotels that are opening, this one is not a new one in any way, shape, or form, but it is returning. Animal Kingdom Lodge reopens on August 26th. What's left to reopen out there, Tony?
Boardwalk, but I think that opens beforehand.
Okay.
Port Orleans. I think
Both
both
of them?
sides of Port Orleans are still closed. It's hard to remember because a lot of them, especially the ones with Disney Vacation Club, are still like they're open, but like the regular guest areas are not.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's just those ones.
Disney Institute, did it reopen?
Oh, the rest of the All Stars. Disney Institute, a new kind of vacation, where you could study radio broadcasting and tennis at the same time for some reason. It's still temporarily closed. Hopefully, it'll reopen again.
You said the All Stars are not open yet, or just one of them?
I think only movies is, and I think sports and music are still closed.
Cool. Let's see, I think that's most of what I wanted to talk about today. Did I forget anything? Oh, more on Disneyland Paris. I'm really, really hoping. I don't know yet, but I'm really, really hoping we're going to be able to get a time for Edith to give us a actual report on the air. So,
like a live stream?
I'm hoping. The whole international dateline thing. You know, she's Edith Down Under. I don't know how it all works, but we're going to do our best. So, anything else you guys wanted to cover before we close out here? Mike, you showed off your shirt already. Did we miss anything if we didn't see Star Wars earlier? Omega Mondays? Did you like this week's Bad Batch?
I did. I liked it more than Rebecca did. But yeah, I did enjoy it.
I was with Rebecca when I watched that. Yeah, I know you. She did not. Never mind. How about you, Tony?
I didn't watch the Bad Batch.
Anything you want to talk about? You enjoying Loki?
How do you know about that?
I don't know anything. I just
sorry. I was subjected to the first episode, and I didn't hate it. So
wow, subjected to.
You're not. Yeah. You don't watch Loki?
I watched the first one. I haven't watched the second one yet. But if anything Marvel's going to get me, it's going to be that one. So
you're not a Marvel fan at all?
I'm not a big fan of Marvel. No. Let me rephrase. I've kept myself out of Marvel. So.
Wow. I did not know that about you, Tony.
I thought you did. I thought that was well known against the LP team.
No,
I knew it.
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
I'm not a huge fan of Marvel, but I'm going to check out every Disney Plus Marvel show. Why not? That's not animated. Why not?
So you won't watch the animated ones?
I'm a grown-up. I don't watch cartoons.
I'll tender my resignation later on.
We work for a Disney website, don't we?
Can I plug later show?
Wait, Becky loves Loki. My advertisers always get their comments up on the screen. I can't watch Bad Batch. I'll watch like an animated feature, but Bad Batch, I can't watch whatever Marvel cartoon, Spider-Man. I mean, I just, Whoa, who is Patty? I would like to hear they were 15 years ago and also about the pricing. Wow. I wish we had time for that because I can talk and talk and talk.
Is there does StreamYard have a sepia, however you want to say it, filter while you do that? That way we can just have like the grainy look going on. I remember back in 15 years ago, it was a farm. There was no Spider-Man.
Fun fact. that area where there's now a theme park used to be a parking lot. DCA used to be a parking lot. Did you guys
That's
know
one of
that?
my favorite John Hench quotes, actually.
What did he say?
I've always liked California Adventure. John Hench's opinions do not reflect my own, but he said I liked this place better when it was a parking lot.
Wow. Don't you love when the Disney guys just give their love? No, DCA 1.0 was an interesting place. 15 years ago wasn't even that long ago. Like, we need to go back to the 90s when I started coming. 1995, Memorial Day. Picture it. Anaheim, Memorial Day, 1995.
Filter, please.
Amid the glitz and glitter of a bustling young movie town at the height of its golden age.
Dubert
Mike.
Mosley walked down Main Street, USA.
I did.
He enjoyed the cartoon showing in the Penny Arcade before it was briefly a merchandise location, and then back to cartoons again.
All in the same day.
Yeah.
Oh man! All right. So nothing to go.
He would check out Coke Corner and then go across the way to look at printed out photos.
You know, I met my wife there,
I do.
Rebecca Mosley, who is not here today and hopefully is not
to
watching.
moderate us, yes.
Or she may not be my wife much longer. Met her at Coke Corner in 1996, more than 15 years ago. Married her the very next year. She's still with me. 20.
I was going to say very next day for a second.
I would have.
That's a TLC show.
I knew she was the one. There should be some kind of a Disney dating thing, like a TV. I know there's like a Mouse Mingle website, but there should be like a Disney.
You know what's funny? I just found out about that
Really?
a few months ago. Yeah.
All right, did you?
And I was like, "Are you serious?" No, I looked at it just to see what was going on, but I was just, "Whoa, where was this? 15 years ago?"
Well, back then we just met in person.
Yeah, I know. What's that
talk
like?
to them. Never mind. That's too personal. Yeah.
Yes, I met her in person. We used to work together.
Okay.
Same.
Darling.
You used to work together?
Yeah, we used to work together.
No, not you. The other one.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Yes.
That's a good way to meet people. I met mine not in person. We used to play at the park together. Tell them how we used to pay $56 a night during AP days for the Paradise.
I remember when it wasn't the Paradise Pier Hotel, but it was the Disney Pacific Hotel.
Or the Emerald. They're going way
Yes,
back.
that one too.
The Pan
That's like
Pacific.
The Pan
My-
Pacific, and they had a sushi bar.
My mom always tells me about when she was a kid that gas used to be so cheap that when she was a teenager, they would just like go out driving and just like keep filling up their gas tanks. But that sounded like, we would just go and stay at the Disneyland Hotel over and
It
over
was
again.
cheap. So, how much is it to go to Disneyland for a day? Mike, you're doing these days. Do you know how much it is to go to Disneyland for a day?
That was so unnecessarily insulting in the worst way.
It wasn't meant to be.
I know.
Well, they have the tiered pricing. I think it's roughly $150.
Okay, so I went to Disneyland Memorial Day 1995. Said this is now my life. Got an annual pass just a couple days later. Got the whatever the highest tier was, premium annual pass. Every year includes parking. Every day includes parking. Premier parking even. $199 for the year. A single day's admission back then was $43.
Well, remember that Indiana Jones Adventure commercial? And I know it circulated around the internet recently too, where it shows the ticket price. Come experience the new attraction for $28 a day.
Yeah. So there's this article making the rounds today about how Disney parks have just been priced out of the realm of everyday people, which I don't buy, because if everyday people couldn't go, they wouldn't be so damn packed all the time.
Yeah, they didn't really think that one out.
I just like that you did that.
Nobody goes there anymore. It's too crowded.
Yes. The parks are packed. They are priced what the market will bear, much like every other thing in the history of capitalism. And if they could have gotten $199 a day back in 1995, they would have done it. But that's what people were willing to pay. Oh yeah, I still think of a Disney World annual pass as $399, but it's not.
I can tell you with 100% accuracy, it is not.
All right, well, we got to get out of here. Jeremiah is waiting at Busch Gardens to go live. Tony and I have to duke it out over which one of us is going to be in the studio.
I have messages from the CEO if you want to fight about it.
I have messages from the CEO's. What is Lee's job? I have no idea what his job is.
Lackey?
Better check yourself.
I didn't mean it in a bad way, but
It's a traditional good meaning of lackey.
well, I just mean it as like sidekick, cohort.
Nice try.
Anyway,
July 1st, one day. PH.
Park
Hopper. Thank you. 179.
Remember that giant thing that used to run around meeting and greeting people? It was yellow and it had gloves.
So yes, for the price of one day, I could have gotten an entire year with premium parking and 10% discount everywhere. It was a different time. Dare I say, a better time. And the annual pass holders then did not wear club jackets, so it was better in every conceivable way.
That's going to be a weird thing we tell our grandkids about that nobody's going to believe us. That there were these gangs that came to Disneyland.
What?
We can't
You
get
know
into
about this, Tony?
No,
We-
we're going to talk about this later because I didn't know we were marking colors at Disneyland.
First of all, I need to clarify, they were not gangs, they were clubs. There was no violence involved or anything like that.
And I was confused because you said club jackets. In your day, it was members only jackets, I thought.
We got to go. Make way for Jeremiah. Thanks.
And later
everybody
on
for
tonight,
joining us.
there's something else.
Go for it.
Laughing Place Movie Club. You can join me and my ugly mug again, as well as Mike Celestino, bringing the authentic Italian heritage to our discussion about Pixar's Luca
From the second
at
floor.
7:30 Pacific, 10:30
Listen.
Eastern,
Go to your Apple Music or whatever you're using. Listen to that song, Luca.
Spotify.
We
Know what
should
the heck
talk
I'm talking
about why
about.
there's so many Italian Americans in the theme park news industry.
I half qualify for that, but yes.
Okay, me too.
Okay.
Me 3, somewhere. Bye, everybody.
Bye.